And welcome back to the 2020 Bunnings New Zealand Secondary Schools Touch Championship. Coming up next, we have Hastings boys going up against Westlake boys in a Pool E match. We're in the boys grade, and we're looking forward to a stunner today. I know traditionally Hastings boys usually go very good, very fit, very fast, quite big boys, because a lot of the rugby players play touch as well. So we're looking forward to a strong match. Over today, this is the first day of competition. We had Central Southland go down against Western Heights 5-7. Rotorua Girls took one up over Marlborough Girls. Nelson College was outdone by Rosmini College today. And we had a few other matches today as well, which were standout performances. One in particular was Waimea College in the mixed grade, did amazingly well throughout the whole competition. Looking at our team lists today, we have Yuri Dempsey, number 1. Some key players in this team, number 6 Elijah Mataida, Rico Harris at number 8 as well, coached by Matt Marsh. My name's Kimo Holtham and I'm sitting in the commentator's booth today, and I have back with me Grant Robinson. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, it's going great. Really happy to be back in and see this game between Hastings and Westlake boys. Tournament is going very well. It's beautiful sun up here, a little bit of wind just to keep everyone cool when they need to. But yeah, looking forward to this hit out of this game between two great teams by the looks of things.
Yep, one player to watch out for in this Westlake boys team, I know for a fact, is number 3, Reese Brown. He's been playing touch for 12 years now, which is outstanding considering he's still in high school. He's also a New Zealand touch representative, plays a bit of league as well. Yeah, we should have a good strong match, especially in this boys grade. I mean, I know a lot of these teams, they like to feed in a bit of new talent, especially going into day one. So, yeah, looking forward to a tight, fought-out match between these two sides.
Yeah, what I like also looking through these team sheets, and we get a little bit of bios, is how much cross codes there are in this. So you've got players that are here for touch, but you know they're engaged across basketball, rugby, tag, softball, so they're all engaged in multiple sports, and this is just another opportunity for them to represent their school at a national event, and alongside their ability to play across multiple codes in this area as well. So yeah, it's great to see these young lads getting an opportunity to show themselves on the stage here at New Zealand secondary schools in Rotorua.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of players don't really get the chance to play on TV or online anyway, so a great way for families out of town, especially for our South Island teams, to get a bit of exposure, and for a lot of the family members to watch their youngins play. Looking at these games, this is both teams' their second match of the day. Hastings this morning went down to Palmy North boys 2-10, and Palmerston North traditionally a very strong side, so hard team to beat that one. And Westlake actually got up over Auckland Grammar 6-4. So Westlake will be looking to continue on their momentum. Hastings boys in blue today, and Westlake in their colours of white, red and green. They have the tap off, and as you can hear, it's the 2-minute song being played at the moment. Iconic to the world of touch rugby, probably one of my favourite songs.
That's right.
And it looks like we've got
Pat
the
Spellman, that won't change. Yep. Hooter's off. Wasn't the foghorn, but we'll go with the hooter for this one. So we'll be looking to rectify that in the ground system. As Westlake get an early sweep around. Yep. And early call just at their team defensive policy, not moving up off the line as a team. So nice early call there. I think we have, looks like Michael Buttery again leading in the front there as the referee. So setting the standard of what he's wanting from these teams. Quickie play, looking to go that potential short side again, just testing the defence policy to see how they're going to play this, which is great to do in the first couple of sets. Unless you can get a try, at least you want to work out what defensive policy they're running. The dingo play, tap on is going to be a recount, as the winger defensively did touch that in the flight. Westlake will get another full set.
Yeah, I feel like Hastings did them a favour there with that tap on. It looked like ball was about to go to ground, but he ended up tapping the ball, and it just bounced enough to make it over to the winger, so they get a recount there.
That's right, and in the new rules that would have been a 0 touch count, so they'll get a complete full set, whereas previously that first touch after the intercept would have been a or tap on would have been a touch 1, so you really do get a full set. So I like that addition into the rules as well.
Yes, as do I. And they went again. There was a repeat of that dingo play, but it looks like it's going to be working. They got that long balls on. Instead, they picked the link coming in, but the winger for Hastings Boys read that well. He come in, able to shut that down. So now they have their first attacking set coming out from their 5 metre. They take a 2 out to start. They have 2 people coming back door. Looks like they'll be wanting to get to their sub box. Now they'll want to get as close as they can. Oh, Hastings Boys, they need to be careful with the way they're subbing. You need to be within these 2 10-metre lines just outside of halfway. That's your sub box. If you sub outside of there, it's a possible penalty. So they were very lucky to get away with that one. They're looking for the outside gap over here. Able to get it. And saying that, they did stack it down on Westlake's sub-box side, so it's going to make it easier for them to box.
Yep, good complete set by Hastings. Went all the length of the field, and dummy half just kept alive as much as he could to then kill it right on the sideline. Did give them the opportunity, but either way, at least it sets that defensive line to put some pressure on. But Westlake had done well. They got right, not quite in there. Strong touch there, and the referee said just didn't quite get the position for that, so Westlake will get another set right on the goal line. And this could be danger after the last set. I feel like they were really just testing that defence, and now they've should have seen what they want to run in that attacking set. And yeah, look forward to seeing how they will try and break down this defence, the Westlake team.
Yeah, Westlake there tried to sneak a try, and if they had their link running that chopper line, I feel like it would have been a try. And saying that, they've opened up here. They got space on the left. Oh, but Hastings do well to shuffle. They need to be careful here not to get done for rolling. Oh, and they are. The refs are very much onto it today. I think that's the second penalty they've had in this area. One more, and a player will be sent off. And by sent off, it'll only be, I think it's for 4 sets. Here, Westlake, we're looking for the outside. They end up getting the replay ball. Well defended by the winger there for Hastings. It was either get that ball or the try was going to be scored, so they did well there. Westlake now look like they're going to run a sweeper play. No. He's just trying to get in that middle position.
Looking for a 32 peel. Release to the winger. Nice ball. Yeah, well set up. And they'll be happy with that, coaches. They had plenty of opportunity of line attack, but just once they did get that structure there, nice and clearly set up, got the right people in place, got their ball player on the ball, plenty of time for the winger to get in and dot down for Westlake.
Yeah, just beautifully set, latched the right players, held them just enough for that link and wing to stay on that inside line, which opened up their winger. Beautiful work play by Westlake there. Hastings now, this will be their first chance to attack on this 5. So it'll be good to see what they can do here. Nice little yardies there. They're 3 down by their 7. But Westlake putting some pressure defensively. Looking for that peel play. They come back to both players offside. No, ref calls touch. So I think that's 4 there. No, that's 5, so they'll have to give it up there. Westlake with a good set of D. After a good set of attack, exactly what you want. Here they are, they'll be looking to hit mid. Then they'll go towards their box. Then they'll roll their subs on. Great yardies here. Touch 3, they're already over halfway. 10 metres out, they can set perfectly here for whatever they want to do, but some miscommunication of what was happening. Touch and pass? What was that? Oh, they're going to give the penalty. I missed what it was for.
Yeah, I didn't quite pick up on what that one was either. I was just about to say Westlake got great yards, but then just disconnected on the transition. The guy was a little slow to come on from the sub box, which just slowed that momentum, but penalty gives them that opportunity right on the 7 metre mark. Looking to draw the middles out. Looking to run the dingo, the 33 peel, out the back door to the link, draw and pass. Nice little play, and gets the dot down in the corner, Westlake boys.
And again, this Westlake side just very well coached. The way they're running into these moves, I mean, you can tell that they're latching the exact right players that they need to be latching. Right here, the step back. And then the link just holding it enough, knowing that he has a player on his outside. All he needs to do is draw that wing in, hold him enough so that he can get the ball out to the wing and dot down. That's 2-0. Westlake boys ahead of Hastings.
Yeah, as we see Hastings boys now trying to get down to that goal line. Just need to get a little bit more energy through here. That's a little bit better drawing in, looking for a sweep play. Didn't quite get the dump execution right and have to throw one out to the winger, which was knocked down, so didn't quite come off for them. But Westlake, good defence again. They'll be looking to exit this through their zone with some fresh legs coming through. Gets caught up there. That's not quite what they'll be looking for. Subbers coming around now. They'll look to have a quick drive off here, back through the middle. Coming through here, just no dummy half, which is given them no opportunity to get down. So really good defence by Hastings, just pulling them up there. Fifth and final touch. Great defence, Hastings. They'll be happy with that, the coaches.
Very happy. That was very well defended by Hastings. They put them at 6s and 7s. They were making sure they were making the touch with no dummy half in their spot. But now Hastings with no players on the field. This is giving Westlake a chance to regather on defence, but Westlake unable to do so, and Hastings picked up an easy 10 metres there. But a lot of lateral movement by this Hastings side. They want to be going forward. He scoops through, the back door's on. His middle didn't read though, so now Westlake. Good position for Hastings though, as Westlake are right down on their 5, but they are very good at their yardies. And here they are, just charging towards their box. They'll be looking to get a whole new set on. They've done a lot of work. We've got some gas on the outside. Can he make it past his winger? He can. And the winger just manages to touch him.
No, given the all clear.
Great work by Westlake there. And that just goes to show what pure pace and some good yardies can do. I mean, they were heading towards their box already.
Yeah, I think
and they knew they had drew their winger in there.
What some see as a little sniper play now starting to come into the fore with those more educated touch teams and coaches. Looks like the player is looking to sub off, and he sort of tracks in behind the play. You'll see him coming around the back here. He splits in, looks to go off, and then just comes back in through that sideline. Manages to give a little goosey there. Great timing on the goosey, and dots down. So Westlake boys get another one, up 3-0 as Hastings come back down on the goal line for their attempt.
Beautiful work there by Hastings, making it look easy. I think it was a 33 peel play there, and he just stepped back and threw the long ball out to the wing. But it was all the work leading up to it that forced this try. I mean, there was no static play leading into it. It was all off good, go forward, good flow ball, which puts Hastings on the board. They close the gap down. 3 points to 1. Westlake ahead of Hastings Boys High. We have Westlake now on the attack. They're going 33, just charging down the middle. Trying to force these mids to work because we know that they like those 33 peels and also those backdoor plays, those sweeper plays as well. And the long ball is on. He goes for the chop into the link. Beautiful work, just changing up their attack.
Yeah, that was nice. I think led by their captain, Reese Brown there, really looked to set things up so that he got onto that ball. See him come around in there, just looking at that defensive line. Little half pump, drew the shutters and the winger stayed out. So great work off that 33 peel, holding little pump, draws the defender in, and nice chop line in from the link. Gets them a nice easy play. So they'll note that one down in the books for later on too. And
to all our up-and-coming touch stars, you would have seen that little pump he did. Yes, it was little, but it was just enough to latch that defender onto him, which opened up that hole. Beautiful work by the captain for Westlake Boys High. Hastings now with a bit of a gap, but Westlake up to the challenge. They make the touch, but Hastings in perfect attacking position. To my knowledge, that was only touch 3. And a bit of a bobble with ball on ground, so they're giving easy ball away to Westlake, who we've seen are very good in this orange zone, especially with their yardies. getting their subbers on. They just seem very fit. I mean, I know it's only the second game of the tournament for them, but they are just constantly moving forward.
Yeah, they've got very good structure in that yardage patterns that they're playing. One of the things that Hastings probably want to look at is they go to that box every single time, so trying to put a little more pressure around that area. They're not likely to come away from that sub-box, so that will be something, a point for them to talk about maybe at half-time, where they can stop the Westlake boys transition and get them right down to the goal line where they are now. Looking for a little 32 quickie play, bringing back into the middle. Looking to call 32 appeal play, not wrapping around, which does kind of negate that. It turns it into a man-on situation. So the dummy half, once he's passed, wants to wrap around, and that really gives that 4-on-3 opportunity. Might look to set it up again.
Yeah, Westlake, what they're doing at the moment on attack, they're actually drawing in those wingers very well from this Hastings side, which is opening up these holes off these peels. Nice little dive, but great touch by those two Hastings mids. But it's looking like those link channels and those outside wing channels are open for this Westlake boys side if they can see that, if they can throw those balls.
Yeah, that's right. And whilst they didn't score off that one, the little dive, what you'll notice is it brought in both defenders really tight. And you're exactly right. The next time they run that same play, hit the link chopping in, and there's a huge hole there. So good opportunity for Westlake. As we see Hastings now just caught up around the halfway line. Need some momentum to get them going forward. As we see Tamati Tapoa looking to move forward. Donovan Godinay just caught with the ball there. Hand over. And Westlake get to drive out just over there halfway, but a little bobble in the play of the ball. Turnover, referee says, and gives Hastings that opportunity now to try and capitalise.
Yeah, very well needed as well. It's 4-1. Westlake up 3 points over this Hastings side. Hastings will need to dot down here. Only because you can see how well structured this Westlake side is, not only on attack but on defence as well. They generally just send one person up on defence and he's getting up real quick, which is giving them a lot of time. And Hastings not looking after the ball well enough. Just giving easy ball away to this Westlake side, and as soon as they're on attack, they just turn it on and they yards hard. You can see them, their players looking to come back door for the switch out. They got their subs coming on. They attack this left channel, which opens up the mid to let their subs come in. Another drop mid. They got on the link there. They're going to go as outside. The numbers was on the right. He goes for the long ball. Did the pace get him?
Yeah, referee's called a forward pass there. Captain Reese Brown on the ball once again. Let's go. Just drifted forward, so Hastings boys get a reprieve here. And looking to yard out. Just getting a little bit of energy, staying right down their box side.
This Hastings sides, they need to be careful about the way that they're subbing. When you sub, you have to come in within that 10 metres of halfway. If not, there's a possibility you could get penalised. It's the second time they've done it in this match. They're lucky that the ref hasn't seen it yet. But here they are, turned back into statics. They're going to try and stack this side. Off that set, probably the best situation they could have ended up with. Just stacking them on this left side. Force this Westlake side just to work harder. Lucky not to get done for a forward pass there, but here we have Westlake. That's half time there. Westlake boys up 4 points to 1 against this Hastings side. It's all been Westlake's ball so far.
Yep, definitely showing their structure is nice and strong. Coaches will be pretty happy around that. They've been able to just stay within their processes, I think, I would say, from Westlake. Just testing each thing, probably listening to what the coaches are being able to identify, but also led very well by the players in terms of what they'll see out there and what they can then work on. And probably in this, comfortably keep moving along, maybe not show too much early on in these games. A couple of nice little tries coming in here from a passive link play, which we just saw there, feeding in 2-on-1 opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm liking about this Westlake side at the moment, is they're not showing too much. They're just doing, the same moves, just picking different options off them, which is helping them to score tries. This one here, just a beautiful little play. It looked like that number 4 was about to sub, but he just came around because they had latched on the winger to make the touch, which opened up that hole on the outside. And here was Hastings off some good go forward ball. Nice long ball out to the wing. They got down for their try in this first half. Very well done. But again, this beautiful little pump fake by their captain. Just the shift of the shoulders opened that hole up enough for Westlake boys to shoot in through that, that outside link hole there. So Westlake boys looking very strong. Processes, protocols, structure, very, very sound, I've found, with this Westlake side. I mean, they're going forward really well defensively, on their line and in the orange zone. They're doing very well. What's something you think Hastings boys can do, Grant, to pick themselves up in the second half?
I think the part we saw there with Hastings was just the energy was nice and high at the start. It just sort of started to drop away a little bit, and that's where getting through that orange zone or the mid part of the field in the yards to get down to that goal line is important. A couple of people really need to put their hand up and just drive forward, something you used to be great at, Kimo. Used to love doing those. So that's the go forward. That sets the platform for them then to get those opportunities down on the goal line attack.
Yeah, but you have to take your hat off to Westlake, because I feel like they're almost dictating this Hastings attack, and they're forcing them to run lateral and not forward, which isn't probably working for Hastings at the moment. But they'll have first touch of the ball in the second half. They'll be driving off from this halfway, so good chance, good opportunity for them to put another one on the board. 15 minutes in this half left. Hastings only 3 down. It's not the end of the match for them. If they can get down there, put a bit of pressure on, they'll be back in this match. Start with the 32 play here. Nice little check back on the inside. They got a backdoor player coming. Nice little check off. They have numbers on their left. Westlake boys have the pace though to double off. I liked the Westlake winger there. He didn't panic. He didn't come and try and shut too hard. Had trust on his inside to be able to double off. Hastings now looking for the scoop. They go for the 33 peel play. Back out to that left side. But again, that Westlake's defence set well.
Yep, and a good set from Hastings boys there. Nice little tap-off play that they ran. Almost got them over the try line, and then they came back, had a good final 33 peel play off that out to the winger. So happy with the start. Just now really need to push up, try and keep Westlake away from their attacking goal line area, and if they can do that and then yard out from there, then they'll be in a really good position, as we see Westlake just getting in on that 32 platform. Just running a little bit lateral across, getting caught up there. So great defence. Hastings will be a turnover, as he was the dummy half as well. And now Hastings should be looking to get a lot of energy, intensity over to their sub-box as they shift it right across field. Be looking to drive straight ahead. The referee has just picked up the attacking player, just raising his arm up around the defensive player, and we can't have that in the touch, so we're going to be hand over to Westlake boys.
Yeah, you can see he was getting a bit frustrated there. They were going very lateral and he wanted to go forward. Unable to do it. You almost don't want to go right straight away. You want to take one forward before you start coming to your box. Westlake there, though, you've got to give it up to their defence. Good touch. Yep. Very good touch. Just enough pressure to force the error. Exactly what Hastings needed. Great work. Miscommunication there, though, on the go forward. So Westlake make 2 easy touches within 7 metres of each other. Oh, he's dummy half. He's isolated himself there. Lucky to get a good go forward there. Westlake almost giving them the extra few metres.
Yeah, 5th and final touch. Dummy half sweeps back. Hand over there. Not the best complete set by Hastings, but it did get them out of their danger zone. Westlake will now get an easy transition as they sub on new players. Just bringing down, looking nice and fluid at the moment. They get caught around, but once again, just that little not square in the ruck, I think, from the referee is called there, which is fair enough. It's one of those real basic ones that we're just not getting what we're seeing through the days, and that is something that the referees will pick up every single time at these sort of tournaments.
And Hastings getting some easy meters here off those penalties. Beautiful work as well, because they are now set to go forward. But they're very static on the go forward. They're not moving forward, but passing quite laterally. But here we got some good meters coming through. Flyer is offside. They got numbers on their left. Should be back to 1. Yes, it is. We've got the call from the touchy. Love the teamwork happening between them.
Yeah, so they'll get another complete set knockdown there. Hastings get a good opportunity to have an attacking set here. Looking to draw out Westlake again, just holding it up. Looks for a sweeper play, comes round, looks to come back. Nice little dive under. Good testing of that defence. It's first good opportunity other than their tap-off set for Hastings boys. So a couple of extra touches up their sleeve here. Let's see, they're drawing out those middle defenders again. Get nice and high, the check off. Ooh, unlucky. Early call would have been really great for a second phase there, but let's see what they've got on the 5th and final. They're running open straight to the winger. Little check back in. Winger's still got the ball, releases, comes open. Little bit of room to move. Oh, little bit of Carlos Spencer maybe, or a Benji Marshall.
Beautiful work there by the Hastings number 13, Tamati Te Po. But I got to give it off to that winger to begin with. He was one who actually opened up that space just with a little shake, and the little pass back on the middle was just enough just to hold that Westlake lineup.
That's
and then
right.
just the finish by Te Po to score that try. Hastings close the gap. Score now 4-2 to Westlake. And Westlake on the attack at the moment. Again, they're hitting that 32. They go for the bus play and score in the corner. Just that peel play again, just working to perfection. I mean, they're very well coached, this Westlake side. They know exactly who they're trying to latch onto, and they're doing it at speed, which is what is opening up those holes.
Yeah, nice little add on there. Quite often off that 32 peel play, you'll have your players sort of chopping a short line in. What they did there was they released straight to their link, who was running an actual outline, which got outside of his link and meant the winger had to come in and try and knock that down. Didn't eventuate in Westlake, so nice little score there as Hastings almost get down on their attack.
Yeah, I could see what the Hastings was going for there. They were hoping to catch that player offside.
Good, keeping the ball. All right, not the 5th and final, so they've got one still up their sleeve. Looking to run the same play again, perhaps.
Yep. Hey, why? Yeah, you could at least give it a go.
Yep. Be looking to see probably Westlake just up their tempo a little bit here to get down. They've got to go the length of the field. Good transition with their subber. First one latches in there. Now opens up to the open side. Bring back into the 3-3 dump. They'll just hold a little bit to get their right players up. Looking to run the 33 peel line. And ball not to hand. In fact, a forward pass. And Hastings boys will be able to tap off and head down to their sub box. Better yards there. That's looking good. And off the back of this, setting a much better platform off this one. Through into the middle. There's Te Po again.
They
coming
need to
through.
set here. They'll have a scooper off the end. He's got him on his left. They end up going right. They manage to get the ball. They're calling the touch. And he also gave away the penalty by rolling the ball away. Touch is all about sportsmanship. And at the moment, I think the rule changes. It's ball to hand.
Yeah, that's right. And with the penalties, they'll bring it forward 10 metres off that as well now. As Westlake get that little extra advantage now. A couple of early subbers looking to go. They might just... You could see that number 6 was just hanging around for that sniper play once again, but ball didn't go to hand, so Hastings, nice start over halfway. They should get 2 over here into some structure to finalise their set. Looking in to pose on the ball again. He's starting to get a little bit more dominance in there off this one. Nice platform set, looking to work off the ball. Westlake are defending well here.
Oh,
Play on is
play
called.
on.
Ball was released.
He's got the open
Quick
side.
play, release.
Oh,
Nice touch there. Good defence in the end. Hastings player just slow to get back there from that dive. He'll be looking probably to get to the sub box as Westlake release early. Almost got ball to hand. They might have been away there, but reset.
they had holes galore on their left side, but I think maybe fatigue was playing a part there. Got a bit of tunnel vision. Unfortunate for them, but good for Westlake as they didn't concede a try, so they are now on the attack. Inside scoring, the scoring zone. They'll be setting up here for their last. It looks like a 32 pick. What hole are they going to pick? He goes for the scoop, can't get through, but at least they're down the side of the field.
Yeah, and there's that man Tapo again on the defence. He just sort of shaped to as if he wasn't going to make the touch. Then did step there in the last minute. Has now got almost a runaway through the middle of the field through Westlake. Just miscommunicating there.
They're asking the ref about
Referees.
Oh, what was that?
I think the referee thought he was dummy half. I'm not sure, as I don't think he would have scooped from that far back, but the referee's call was a dummy half, so it's a changeover for Westlake.
Oh, I don't think he was dummy half. I could see why he would be angry there. Hastings were in perfect scoring position. Unlucky for them. Tepo would have looked livid.
Yep, unfortunately, but fair play. The referee has called it. They have all played on, and now Westlake have got through into the in goal and get a ball down, and they will get another try, which does put them through to 6-2 now, stretching out a little bit over the Hastings, which is unfortunate that they get down with that one. Often that does happen when a decision is made.
When you get a call against you, a lot of the time your whole team, the heads go down, and then that sort of things happen. You almost get run off your feet because of the mistake. In this sport, you just need to let it go straight away. Oh, I wish we could see just before that, because it was the ref. He was saying that it was he was dummy half, so we needed to see whether he was dummy half or not. Couldn't get it from that angle. But here we have Hastings now on the attack. We make some good yardies down on the field. They're about 10 metres out. Unfortunately, it was off the mark.
Yeah, just trying to get that one step extra. Great momentum moving forward there. One step extra, which we know we can't take once you've made that touch. And that gives a reprieve to Westlake, who are now coming back down through the field. Sub is coming through here. They'll look to just latch in that middle. Westlake looking fairly comfortable. They're certainly not running a high energy at the moment, and that might be with the factor of thinking later into the tournament on day 2 and 3. Just being comfortably ahead, working through, and a nice 32 long looks like, and he's stepped through and managed to get the dot down. So Westlake just starting to take a couple of steps ahead now.
Yeah, no, that was very well done here. You can see he identified that Hastings boys hadn't taken a step off their try line, so they were trying to D them on that line. All he needed to do was one little nice step, and then he was in a position to score. Very well done by Westlake. Very well coached side. Their processes and their defensive policies and whatnot, they are very solid.
Yep, and I think, if I'm right, I think Michael Lindsay is the head coach for Westlake Boys, who is in and around the New Zealand system. Has certainly been manager and around the age group and older systems in there, so certainly will know what he's talking about in there, and I think that's certainly showing through with this Westlake team, and then following through on what they've obviously set as their plan of attack for this game.
Yeah, Hastings, just some communication errors happening there. Did not realise that was their last touch. So here we have Westlake, touch 2, already at halfway. Great go forward by this Westlake side. They get their subbers on nice and quick. No dummy half though, so this will give Hastings the opportunity to reset their defensive line. You want one player up.
Yeah. Captain Ryan Brown on the ball again, works through, goes short side, beats the player and releases one to the winger. Nice work there, nice and controlled.
And this is where fitness is key. You can. It almost feels like Westlake has just turned it up just a bit, catching Hastings out, and that's coming down to fitness, I think. And again, it's that captain. Very good, very silky skills.
Yep, and this is the tough end, isn't it? The last few minutes, as you're saying, when the fitness is starting to die down, things are a little bit challenging. It's really important here for them to hopefully get a good set to finish off this game for Hastings.
They need to be careful here. They have 7 players on the field. They just got a player off just in time. Nice little inside check just to get those extra meters. That's good to see from Hastings. Good to know that they have it because, like I said, it's only day 1 of competition.
Yep, just looking to draw out the middle defenders now. Yeah, that's good work by the referee, asking them to move forward. A little check-in play, nice. And there we go, a little bit of intensity there between the two Hastings boys middles, and they come up with the goods. It was a nice little play.
And that's the thing what I like to see is you can tell Hastings have it. They have the skill to be able to do things in this competition. They just need to put themselves in position to do it. Lucky to get the dot down there, to be honest, after watching the replay. It did look like ball fell out of the hands. Hoya no, he managed to come away with the try. So, Westlake now, with the scores at 3 points to 8 to Westlake.
Yep.
Hastings, this will probably be the last set of the match. If they can score a try here, it'll be good for their points differential, because we all know how important that is come the championship rounds.
Yeah, good finish for Hastings here. Scored a try on that last one. That'll give them a lot of good confidence just to stick with what they've been doing. As we see them working through, little flick play with Tapo, releases to the winger. Unfortunately goes down, and that will see the end of this game between Westlake boys and Hastings boys high. The full-time score 8 tries to 3.
Yes, and there we have a great performance by both teams, but Westlake, just the ticker, just the structure and the policies that they have in place. They managed to get out the win today. But don't go too far. We have one more match coming up for you guys today, and it's in our girls' grade. That'll be Ngātai Aotea Wharekura going up against Botany Down Secondary College. And that'll be happening at 3:40 today, so keep it locked. Don't go too far. A lot more touch ahead of us.